Hi guys, Mrs. Davidson again. We are going to be doing another read aloud today, and it is going to be about a plus sign. What does plus sign mean? So this book is called If You Were a Plus Sign. If you were a plus sign, you would help add things together. Oh, plus, adding. Ida plus Ike equals true love. They make a family of two. 1 plus 1 equals 2. Ida and Ike have a cub called Ina. They make a family of 3. So the 2 parents plus the 1 cub equals 3. Ida, Ike, and Ina love pets. They have 2 seals. They make a family of 5. 3 plus 2 equals 5. So sometimes we say this 3 and 2 makes 5, right? We can set it up vertically. That means going up and down like this. And we put the plus sign over on the side. And this one line makes the equal sign. And we put our answer, or the sum, down there. So we had 2 parents plus 1 child. That equaled 3. And then they have 2 seals. So 3 and 2 equals 5. If you were a plus sign, you would be a symbol used to show addition. You would be a part of an addition problem. Selma juggles 5 red balls plus 2 green balls. That's a total of 7 balls. 5 and 2 make 7. That's a great one. We love our finger patterns for 7, right? We can do flash 7, and we know that 5 and 2 make 7. Oh, here we have Trig. Trig jumps through 4 blue hoops. There's 4 blue hoops, plus 4 purple hoops. That's a total of 8 hoops. Who remembers what that's called when these numbers, the addends, are the same? What do we call that kind of problem? When the addends are the same. So if we have 2 plus 2 or 3 plus 3, and this one is 4 plus 4, those are called doubles. So we show them like this on our fingers, where it's the same on this hand as on this hand. 4 and 4 makes 8. So Trig jumped through 8 hoops. If you were a plus sign, you would be used like the word and. Doodle gives Pluck 3 daisies and 6 roses. 3 and 6. Let's see. 3 and 6 equals 9. So 3 daisies and 6 roses. 3 and 6 makes 9. How could you do that one? Figure it out one way at home right now. How would you do 3 plus 6? Did you do it on your fingers? Did you do it like grab the 6? Why would I grab 6 and not the 3? Oh, yeah. Because if I grab the 6, it's going to be less counting later. If I grab the 3 and count 6 more, would it still make 9? Sure it would. It's just going to take us a little bit longer, and we want to try to do it quicker. So I'm going to grab the 6 roses, and then I'm going to count the daisies. So 6, 7, 8, 9. So I did 6, 7, 8, 9. You could do 6 and then put up 3 more. 1, 2, 3. And you know that that pattern is the 9 pattern. But if I did it by counting on, I would grab the bigger number because it's quicker, because now I only have to count 3 more If I grab the 3, then I would have to count 6 more, and that would just take me longer. It would still work. Pluck gives Doodle 1 Valentine and 8 chocolates. 1 and 8 equals 9. How would you do that one? What's your thinking on that one? Hopefully you thought the same thing. I don't want to start at 1 and have to count 8 more. But if I know that I have 8 and just 1 more, it's the number right after 8. So right after 8 is 9. If you were a plus sign, you would help make the sum. The sum is the total of 2 or more numbers. 5 plus 5 equals 10. So what part is the sum? You said it. 10 is the sum. 5 bulldogs met 5 tigers to play basketball at the park. They made a sum of 10 players. And that word sum is spelled differently. See that? It's spelled S-U-M. If I say to you, we have some cookies, that's S-O-M-E. That's sum. But this is a special word that means the answer to an addition problem, and it's spelled S-U-M. 6 bulldogs plus 6 tigers show up to cheer them on. They made a sum of 12 cheerleaders. Oh, I see something that we already talked about. I see a problem that has the same add-ins. 6 plus 6. These are the same add-ins. What is that called again? Doubles, that's right. So we did 6 plus 6. First graders, we've talked about this. If I did 6 plus 6, think about what happened on this hand. How many did I do? I did 10, right? Because I watched just this hand this time. 6 plus 6. I did 5 and 5. That's 10. And then what did I do on this hand? 1 and 1. That's 2. So 10 and 2 makes 12. So 6 and 6 makes 12. Good job. If you were a plus sign, you could work left to right or top to bottom. So sometimes we go this way. 4 plus 3 equals 7. 4 cookies up here with some maybe chocolate chips in them. And then 3 cookies down here. Oh, silly me. Are they chocolate chips? No. They're blue. Maybe blueberries? Spotty cooks 4 blueberry pancakes for herself and 3 plain they're not cupcakes, pancakes for Dottie. So 4 blueberry pancakes and 3 plain cupcakes for Dottie. 4 plus 3 is 7. What can we use to solve 4 plus 3 if we're not sure? What do you think at home? This is one of my favorites. Take a look at that. I have 4 plus 3. This is a great problem to use our doubles. There's our double. We know 3 and 3 is 6. So I could do 3 and 3. I know that's 6. So 1 more equals 7. So 4 plus 3 equals 7. And we know that because we could say, oh, I know 3 and 3 is 6 and 1 more is 7. So sometimes our doubles are super helpful. Spotty stacks the 3 plain pancakes and the 4 blueberry pancakes on a plate. Oh, so look what they did here. They stacked it up what we call vertically. It still says 3 plus 4 equals. So this double line over here turns into a single line. It just stretches out to say equals 7. Over here, they had 4 plus 3. And over here, it's 3 plus 4. They're both the same? Oh, of course they are. Here's my 4 plus 3, right? What if I did this? Oh. And now it's 3 plus 4. Is it still the exact same thing? Yeah, of course it is. We often do it with our hands, right? 4 plus 3 or 3 plus 4. So we can change the order of our addends, and it does not matter. If you were a plus sign, you could add in any order and still get the same sum. That's what we were just saying. A frightened frog leaps across 4 lily pads and then bounces onto 2 more lily pads. He jumps on 6 lily pads altogether. So 4 plus 2 equals 6. 4 and 2 more equals 6. A frightened frog leaps across 2 lily pads and then bounces onto 4 more lily pads. He jumps on 6 lily pads altogether. So we have 4 plus 2 and 2 plus 4. You guys know it all equals 6. Lots of animals on this page. Are you ready for it? I'll show you first. Okay, let's see what they're going to do here. If you were a plus sign, you could add any amount of numbers. You could add 2, 3, 4, or more. 5 elephants, here's our 5 elephants, plus 4 hippos, plus 3 rhinos equals 12 show animals. 5 plus 4 plus 3 equals 12. And we can put it across this way. Okay? So we've done this in our first grade classrooms, right? And you guys would decide what you wanted to add first. So let's take a look. We have 5 plus 4 plus 3. What do you want to add first? You pick. All right. Did you pick 5 plus 4? Let's try it that way. 5 plus 4 is 9. And then we would have, so this part equals 9. And then we still have to add the other 3. And then how do you want to do that? How do you want to do 9 plus 3? You want to just count on 9, 10, 11, 12? Sure. That works. Did anybody think, I really love 5 and 3. I know the 5 and 3 pattern on my hands, and that's 8 plus 4 more. Did anybody think about adding those 2 add-ins together first? That's how I did it, because I love 5 and 3. So now I have 8 plus 4. Is there another way you could do this besides counting on? What do I know about 8 to get me to 10? How much more do I need to get me to 10? I need 2. So I could borrow 2 of those out of the 4. So there's my 4, right? I have to add those 4. So I could say 8. Those 2 get me to 10, and 2 more gets me to 12. So I wouldn't actually have to count if I know that 8 and 2 is 10. And then I need the other 2 more left to make 12. All right, let's see. There's another combination we can do. Could I do 4 and 3 to make 7? Plus 5. I could do that. Yep. I'm actually going to throw in a little trick on this one because I don't really want to count on 7 and I don't really want to count on 5 because that's a lot of counting. I could grab my 7 and count on 5. But I could also think of my doubles on this one, but it's not a doubles plus 1. 7, we know, is made up of 5 and 2. So could I add this 5 with that 5 and get 10 and then have 2 more? Oof. So many things you can do with numbers. It's great. If you know how to break apart those numbers and that 7 is made up of a 5 and a 2, I can super quickly add that 10 to 2 more and make 12. That's why it's so awesome to know all about your littler numbers and how to break them apart and how you can make them, because then it helps you with your bigger numbers. Okay, this page looks just the same, except they put the numbers on top of each other and they're in a little different order. 5 elephants plus 3 rhinos plus 4 hippos equals 12 show animals. So the numbers didn't change, they just changed order, just like we did on the board. So this time they did 5 plus 3 plus 4 equals 12. And notice I said 5 plus 3 plus 4, but there's no plus sign up here, is there? We just put one plus sign, no matter how many you're adding. We just put one plus sign, and we know that that's going to add all of those together, and it equals that answer. If you were a plus sign, you could add small numbers or big numbers. So that's why it's really important to get really good at the small numbers, because those help us to get better at the bigger numbers. Gert wears 8 red bracelets on her right arm and 8 pink bracelets on her left arm. Gert is wearing 16 bracelets. 8 plus 8, there's that double again. Same add-ends, equals 16. Gert has 13 bows on her tail and 14 bows in her mane. She's wearing 27 bows. Wow. So this is another great one to think about. If you think about our popsicle sticks that we've been working with in first grade, sorry, I had to find my eraser. So let's look at our popsicle sticks. So she has 13. How would I draw 13? How would I make that with my bundles and my sticks? One bundle of 10, and there's my 3 ones. So that makes 10, 11, 12, 13. And then she had 14 bows in her mane. 1, 2, 3, 4, with my group of 10. So I have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Now, if I want to put those together, what would I do? Turn and talk to somebody at home. What would you do? Okay. Did you say, let's count our bundles? 10, 20. Oh, I have 20 right there. I have 2 bundles of 10, right? 10, 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. So 13 plus 14 equals 27. I took that bundle of 10 and that bundle of 10, and that made 2 bundles of 10. And then, if I look at my ones, I had 3 ones and 4 ones, and that makes 7. And there's my 7 ones. 3 ones plus 4 ones is 7 ones. So she has 27 bows. Gert has 100 dots on her skirt, and Stretch has 100 triangles on his vest and tie. Together they have 200 shapes on their clothes. 100 plus 100 equals 200. 1 plus 1 is 2. And we have one group of 100 and another group of 100, so that equals 2 groups of hundreds. 200. Take a look at their bows and their triangles and their dots. That's a lot of shapes. I'll pull this one way away, and then I'll get it closer so you can see. Okay. If you were a plus sign, you could help solve story problems. Cherry juggles 5 red balls. She adds 3 green balls and 2 orange balls. How many balls does Cherry juggle in all? So this is one of those problems that has 3 add-ins again. This one I love because this one has great numbers to work with. What numbers do you see in there that make this really easy to add? How many balls are there? Did you say you see 3 and 2, that makes 5? And if that makes 5, then 5 plus 5 equals 10. That's the easiest way to do that one. Could I also do 5 plus 3 equals 8, and then 2 more equals 10? Sure can. Cherry juggles 10 balls in all. You would always help add things together if you were a plus sign. Okay, it's time to use that plus sign and review. Throughout the book, you have added a lot of different items. Now grab a piece of paper and a pencil. Solve the addition problems below. So I am going to leave that there for a second. If you don't have a piece of paper and a pencil ready, that's okay. Go get one and just put me on pause, okay? So I'm going to just leave it there for a minute. Once you get your paper and your pencil, see if you can solve those. Okay? And then after you solve those, anything that you can see or do in your daily activities, whether you're outside or whether you're inside or whether you're, maybe you can count your breakfast cereal that you eat, maybe on each spoon, maybe how many you get on one spoonful and then how many you get on the next spoonful, and tell how many there are all together, and that is called the sum. So if you can use those words, add-ins and sum, and talk about your doubles, and talk about how you can use your finger patterns, okay, to add. There's a lot of different ways to add, all right? See if you can help somebody at your house learn all the different ways that we have been adding. Have a great day, guys. Bye.